been seeing me on the show is because I have actually been fired. Oh, well, laid off, or given a break, I guess, whatever they want to call it. I've been laid off on Love and Hip Hop, so y'all ain't gonna see me on Love and Hip Hop no more.
Y'all ever wonder why certain fan favorites just disappear from Love and Hip Hop? Well, turns out there's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes, and Khaotic just dropped a bomb. He popped back up on YouTube out of nowhere wearing a full-on face mask and cracking jokes like he never left. Real calm, real cool, like he had zero regrets. But this wasn't just another random check-in. Khaotic came with answers. Fans have been asking where he's been, why he vanished from the show, and what's next. And instead of letting rumors spin, he laid it all out. He didn't dodge any questions. No sugarcoating, just him talking straight to the camera, making it clear he's not hiding, he's not bitter, and he's not broke.
At first I thought it was just Atlanta, so I'm thinking like, oh, if it's Atlanta, if it's because of the, the situation what I had with old boy, then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to go do Miami. Let me see if I can do Miami. And then I put in for Miami to see if I can like go back to Miami, to my city, because I'm thinking, well, maybe they don't want me on Atlanta because of, whatever with Scrappy, or maybe, whatever it may be. When I even tried for Miami, it was like, oh nah, you just off Love and Hip Hop, period. We don't want you on Love and Hip Hop at all, period.
It looked like just a little break from the Atlanta version, but things got real messy real fast. Khaotic didn't beat around the bush. He straight up confirmed he was laid off from Love and Hip Hop. Not just taking time off, not just behind the scenes working on music. No, he was told he was out. No callback, no heads up, just cut. He tried to flip the script and get back in through Love and Hip Hop, Miami, since he already had ties to both cities. But when he reached out thinking he could land back on his hometown turf, the answer was clear. He was done everywhere. It wasn't just an Atlanta decision, the whole franchise shut the door. That was the real shocker. He thought maybe it was just an Atlanta cast shakeup, you know how they rotate people. But once Miami shut him down too, that's when it hit. There was no soft landing, no backup plan in another city. They weren't interested in working it out or giving him a different storyline. The decision was made, and it wasn't even a let's talk later type of situation. They were direct, no explanation, just a firm no. And to Khaotic, it felt like the network had already decided who they wanted to keep and who they were done with. He admitted it wasn't what he expected. He thought the fans loved him. His moments went viral, his storyline brought energy, and he was showing up with entertainment. But apparently, that wasn't enough. The network had other plans, and they didn't include him. And if you're wondering what went down behind the curtain, it just might have something to do with a certain heated moment. Khaotic didn't name drop right away, but the tension between him and Scrappy was hard to miss. He later confirmed it. Yeah, the drama between them might have played a bigger role than fans realized. That whole back and forth didn't just make headlines, it made things uncomfortable behind the scenes. Now, from Khaotic's side, he thought he was doing what the show wanted, bringing drama, keeping it spicy, giving them good TV. That's what Love and Hip Hop thrives on, right? The conflict, the chaos, the heated scenes that get people talking. So when he got into it with Scrappy, he assumed it would boost his spot on the show, not end it. But looking back, he realized something important. If you're not doing exactly what the network wants, your time is up. Simple as that. He felt like he walked right into a trap, thinking he was being a team player by keeping the drama alive, only to find out it might have been used as the final excuse to cut ties with him. And it wasn't just Scrappy. That moment might have been the tipping point, but Khaotic admitted the vibe had already shifted. He saw it coming, just didn't think it would hit that hard. But don't get it twisted. Khaotic wasn't the only one sent packing. He made it clear that multiple people were let go or phased out, not just him. Shekinah, Safari, Erica Mena, all of them either left or got cut when the show started changing direction. It's part of how the franchise works. If your storyline isn't fitting the new vibe or pushing the kind of drama they want, they'll move on without hesitation. He even mentioned how random the switch-ups felt one season, you're front and center. The next, you're ghosted. Doesn't matter how viral your clips went or how deep your story ran, it's all about what fits the current formula. But it's not all bad blood. He brought up Shekinah and said they actually patched things up after the show. Whatever tension they had before, it's gone now. And they're even cooking up a collab for her YouTube channel. So even though Love and Hip Hop may have closed the door, he's already moving forward and linking back up with familiar faces in his own way. For Khaotic, it's about making peace with what happened and figuring out what's next on his own terms.
And I was like, all right, let's put something together. So we put together something, and we did a 6-figure deal. So I just did a 6-figure deal with Now That's TV. I just signed a 6-figure deal with Now That's TV.
And just when one door slammed shut, a bigger one opened, and this time, it came with 6 figures. Right after the news hit that Khaotic was out of Love and Hip Hop, the CEO of Now That's TV reached out. No delay, no audition, they saw the opportunity and made a move. Khaotic didn't have to chase it. They came to him. And the offer? A 6-figure deal. Just like that. He was open about it. This new bag was way more than anything he made on Love and Hip Hop. And that's saying something because he'd been part of 2 cities in the franchise. But the Now That's TV deal wasn't just about the money for Khaotic. It was about freedom. This time, he wasn't boxed into a role. He wasn't told to play a certain character or follow a fixed storyline. He explained that the vibe over there is different. Yes, there's still some drama, it's reality TV, but it's not just about fights and chaos. It's about building content with real meaning. And he gets to be himself. No filter, no one clipping scenes to fit a narrative. Just Khaotic doing what he does best, entertaining, talking his talk, and keeping it raw. It felt like a reset for him, a fresh start that didn't come with limits. He gets more control, more input, and most importantly, more respect for what he brings to the table. He went from being written off to being the one they wrote a check for.
Shout out to Love and Hip Hop for the opportunity. Shout out to them for giving me the platform. Shout out to them for everything that they did do. I'm greatly appreciative. I'm thankful for everything. It was a vibe. It was fun while it lasted. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the good, the bad, the ugly, the whole 9 yards. Ain't no hard feelings. It was a vibe. It was a great opportunity.
While most would have panicked, Khaotic had already played the long game. One thing that really stood out, he revealed that he never even touched his Love and Hip Hop checks. Not one. Every single check he got from the franchise is still sitting there. He didn't splurge, didn't let it burn a hole in his pocket. He treated it like backup money and let it sit just in case. That just-in-case moment finally came, and he was ready. Khaotic explained that he had already lived through being dropped before, so this time he knew not to trust the spotlight too much. He saved everything because he understood how fast the industry can switch up. 1 minute you're trending, next minute your name's not on the call sheet. Now he's thinking about flipping that untouched money into something bigger. Maybe property, maybe investments. He didn't drop exact plans, but it's clear he's thinking ahead. No rushed spending, no flashy flex, just stacking and planning for real stability. It's not a story about losing a gig, it's a story about building smart so the loss doesn't shake you. Khaotic showed he's not just a TV personality, he's someone thinking like a businessman. No bad blood, just grown man gratitude. Even with the sudden cut and the way things ended, Khaotic made it clear he's not bitter. He gave respect to Love and Hip Hop for the platform, the exposure, and the opportunities it gave him. He said the show helped people get to know who he was and put him in rooms he probably wouldn't have entered otherwise. He had fun with it, the UPS, the downs it was, all part of the ride, and he doesn't regret a thing. But he also knows that every opportunity has a shelf life. Some doors don't stay open forever, and when they close, you've got 2 choices: sit and complain, or keep moving. For him, it's all love, but he's moved on. No need to hold on to a spot that doesn't fit anymore. He's not chasing a return. He's focused on what's next. And this time, he's in control of the narrative.
I love the love that I got from and that I get from the people in the universe, from that opportunity. I love the love that I get. I mean, I just love it all, man. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. God is the greatest.
So, where's Khaotic now? Living life, breathing peace, and plotting his next power move. Since stepping away from Love and Hip Hop, Khaotic has been taking time to enjoy real life again. No cameras in his face, no drama to stir up, just everyday peace. He shared how refreshing it's been to not feel like he has to perform every second and to actually move at his own pace. But that doesn't mean he disappeared completely. He tried to keep the momentum going by jumping into YouTube. Problem was, viewers weren't tuning in unless it was with certain guests or collabs, and that threw him off a bit. It felt like people didn't care about him unless someone else was sitting next to him. That kind of discouragement is real, especially when you're putting time and energy into something you believe in. Still, he's not giving up. Far from it. Khaotic said he's ready to bring that fire back and turn the energy all the way up. This time, he's doing it for himself, not for a network. He knows the content has to hit different now. It's got to be real, unfiltered, and all him. And with everything he's learned, he's more than ready to take control of the spotlight again. On his own terms. He's locked in. The focus is there, the motivation is real, and the appreciation for every lesson along the way is even stronger. Khaotic made it clear that this is only the beginning of a new wave, not the end of the road. He confirmed that more content is definitely coming, whether it's through YouTube, Now That's TV, or whatever else he touches next. Khaotic's not slowing down. He's building something real, and to the people who've been rocking with him from the start, he sees you. He gave love to the fans who've stayed down, thanked the universe for the timing, and wrapped it all with one message. This isn't just about bouncing back, it's about leveling up. So, where's Khaotic now? Living life, breathing peace, and plotting his next power move. Since stepping away from love and hip-hop, Khaotic has been taking time to enjoy real life again. No cameras in his face, no drama to stir up, just everyday peace. He shared how refreshing it's been to not feel like he has to perform every second and to actually move at his own pace. But that doesn't mean he disappeared completely. He tried to keep the momentum going by jumping into YouTube. Problem was, viewers weren't tuning in unless it was with certain guests or collabs, and that threw him off a bit. It felt like people didn't care about him unless someone else was sitting next to him. That kind of discouragement is real, especially when you're putting time and energy into something you believe in. Still, he's not giving up. Far from it. Khaotic said he's ready to bring that fire back and turn the energy all the way up. This time, he's doing it for himself, not for a network. He knows the content has to hit different now. It's got to be real, unfiltered, and all him. And with everything he's learned, he's more than ready to take control of the spotlight again. On his own terms. He's locked in. The focus is there, the motivation is real, and the appreciation for every lesson along the way is even stronger. Khaotic made it clear that this is only the beginning of a new wave, not the end of the road. He confirmed that more content is definitely coming, whether it's through YouTube, Now That's TV, or whatever else he touches next. Khaotic's not slowing down. He's building something real, and to the people who've been rocking with him from the start, he sees you. He gave love to the fans who've stayed down, thanked the universe for the timing, and wrapped